Relay for Life is a time to remember the lives of those lost, battling, or survivors of all types of cancer. Throughout the night, there will be survivors speaking of their experience, as well as the Luminaria service, which will honor all those who have dealt with cancer. The Village Lawn is being transferred into a glamorous Hollywood setting, and there's some changes this year that will make this weekend more enjoyable for students. According to police reports, this football hit the loose sprinkler head, which caused a cascade of water onto the fourth floor suite, sending it all the way down to the bottom floor. The MDC advises to boil water for at least a minute in order to kill the contaminants in the water. Underage drinkers caught with possession of alcohol can be charged up to $136. If found with a fake ID, you can be convicted of criminal impersonation, which is a felony in Connecticut. Thanks, Judy. And with the economy still not what it used to be, many students are finding their wallets to be a little thinner and their budgets a lot smaller. But there is hope. STN is bringing you some fun, inexpensive ideas. Check them out. The new parking rules put into effect over the summer have created quite the controversy on campus. They have freed up room on the academic side, but have made the residential side more cluttered. Blackboard will be down on Monday, May 19th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. due to some upgrades and required maintenance. Some new improvements that will be added include what's called an early warning system. This will enable professors to send out early warning emails to students who are not meeting expectations for the class. This week, we spoke with a survivor who was diagnosed when he was only a young child. It's people like him that bring us together to deal and fight with this deadly disease.
Still Patrick, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not going to die, I'm a survivor, and that's the point. I'm a survivor, so treat me like a normal person.
When Patrick St. Pierre was only 3 years old, he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, in which the lymph nodes in his neck swelled up and he had to get surgery.
Being 3 years old with cancer, certain things that you're not supposed to know until you're older start to, shed its light right there. Like, you realize that you could die, and what's after that and what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going on. Nobody else is sick. Why is it me?
Patrick credits his family and the Make-A-Wish Foundation, who sent him to Disney World, as his main support systems. His experience is why he's so supportive of Relay.
I've already noticed people that have had the same disease that I have are having it a lot easier than when I was 3, which is great because all the pain and suffering that I went through, there were already procedures that were breakthroughs then. I had actually a little port with a fake vein going, and they had all this stuff, but it was very experimental. It was always with me at the back of my mind, like, I've been through this. It was a very rough time. I had a very rough childhood, but maybe through doing the relay, some other child can actually have a childhood. Maybe he can be more happy than I was.
And what does Patrick expect to happen on Friday at Relay?
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tears shed, but it's going to be tears of hope, tears of joy that we're doing something. We're doing something right. People like me can be alive. 10 years ago, or more like, I'm 20. I'm about almost 20 now. So about 18 years ago, if they didn't have this kind of research around, maybe I wouldn't be here today.
The thing we try to consider is the safety of students, faculty, and staff. So we get reports. We subscribe to some weather services. We look at the publicly available weather services. And we get our own reports from our facilities department about what they're encountering on campus.
Harrison says ice on campus and on the roads is their main concern. Since Hartford is close to the coast, it can be hard to predict a cancellation in case the snow turns into rain.
Take very seriously the responsibility of deciding whether the university stays open or we cancel classes. I know people don't always agree with me. It's just the way it's going to be. They ought to know that I've thought a lot about it. These aren't just quick decisions I make.
The university has to decide whether to delay or cancel classes by 5:30 a.m. in order to alert television stations, post it on their website, and send students text messages. Harrison says they've been looking into fixing their text system so students will always receive them. Students like Jim Cushley appreciate the fact that the university has this application available.
There is no real main resource for the school to let everyone know that something's going on wrong. Since everyone uses cell phones as it is, and everyone text messages or calls everyone else, it's an easy and reliable way to let the whole student body know that something is going on.